出そうな雰囲気だと思っていたけど、まさか本当に。
大丈夫。大丈夫だから。
アテナさん、鼻血大丈夫ですか？
すごく我慢してるから言わないで。
アテナさん、なんだこれ。どうしちゃったんだ、俺。
Source: Mother of the Goddess Dormitory. Hey guys and welcome to AniRecapz. Like and subscribe so you never miss our quality uploads. Sorry for the long wait guys, we should have recapped the second part of this show pretty long ago, but due to channel related issues, we couldn't post it for all these times. For those who are new, you guys can go ahead and watch part 1 on our channel. It was posted about 6 months ago. Now with intros being done, let's get right into the video. Kaoshi and Athena spot a strange person in the dark and get really scared. They find a safe place and had a romantic moment together. Athena apologizes for being so lame and promises to be the best big sister for Kaoshi. She also leans in and Kaoshi notices how attractive she is. Athena almost kisses Kaoshi, but soon Mineru and Serene arrive, stopping their kiss. Athena is furious, and she becomes really clumsy from the embarrassment. The following morning, the whole gang prepares to go home, but Free is still not happy with the vacation. She wants more, so the girls and Kaoshi all decide to go to the beach. All the girls have a lot of fun at the beach. They are playing volleyball and having a lot of laughs. Staya watches them and is really jealous as they all have really attractive bodies, and she feels like just a little girl. She is especially jealous of their breast sizes, and she comments that Kaoshi is also looking at the girls from the beach. A girl and her mother notice that Kaoshi is looking at the girls, which makes him really embarrassed. While Kaoshi is looking at the girls, he is actually really worried. Kaoshi still does not understand his relationship with Athena. Staya is really angry that Kaoshi is not looking at her at all. Staya gets into problems with bunch of fishes, which causes her to almost drown. Kiria quickly goes to save her and tells her that Kaoshi was really worried about her. Kaoshi does not know how to swim, but he still tried to save Staya. When he noticed that he could drown, he sent Kiria to save his friend. Staya is really happy that Kaoshi cares so much for her. Girls start to talk about how responsible MC is, noticing how much he cared about Staya and wanted to help her. MC, however, looks a bit conflicted. He goes to grab some drinks for the girls. Meanwhile, Staya is melting in the heat when Kiria surprises her with ice packs to the face. She reveals that MC packed them just for her. What a thoughtful guy. Kiria says they're really close. Staya blushes and denies it in a timid manner, but she thanks the girls for helping her. She also reveals the reason she has long hair is because she wants to imitate MC's first crush, their preschool teacher. This causes Frey to smother her with her melons, causing her to immediately faint from the heat. Meanwhile, as Athena runs off to get something for Staya, she gets surrounded by 2 guys and feels very uncomfortable. Athena is really trying hard to keep strong as the 2 guys ask her to go swimming with them. They're being really persistent and she's having a difficult time. That's when MC shows up and goes to defend her. Athena remembers the last time MC also saved her when she was in trouble. MC tells the boys to back off and that Athena is not interested. They do not give up and start to make fun of him. Athena then tells them that MC is her little brother. The boys then start to harass MC even more, but he gets angry and runs away, taking Athena with him. A good distance away, Athena admits that he's really helped her with her anxiety with men. Even though she still gets nervous, she feels a lot more confident than before. Athena admits that while it's still really hard for her to talk with strange men, she feels really safe with MC, almost like they are family. Later, while she's showering, she keeps thinking about MC and how he protected her once again. She blushes a bit. Just then, Staya joins her under the showers and apologizes for her behavior earlier. She even admits to being really jealous, but now realizes that the girls only view MC as a brother. Athena admits that she and Staya are much more alike than she previously thought. As they return from the vacation, MC starts to act a bit odd. What's on his mind? The next morning, Frey goes up to him and starts to tease him, causing a strange, flustered outburst. During breakfast, the girls notice that MC has been quite distant. When Athena goes to help him clean, he kinda brushes her off. Later, the girls talk about this, and Mineru notices that since they have been back, he has been all business and is not having fun with the girls anymore. Free decides that she will find out what is wrong with MC and help him get better. MC is cleaning the table downstairs, looking at the picture from their vacation. He's just staring at Athena. Free joins him and announces that she wants to cheer him up, so they will go to a cosplay center. They arrive and pick out costumes. Frey remembers all the silly sets she made MC wear. He gets stuck while dressing, so Free, being all naked, goes to his changing room to help the poor boy out. She gets on his knees and offers to help him dress from the bottom up. MC, either an absolute Chad or an eternal virgin, throws her out. And it turns out this time they are cosplaying as two warriors, and they even have swords. They soon begin to duel, talking all the while. MC has a hard time keeping up with Frey, who is surprisingly very skilled with swordplay. She confronts him about his conflicted feelings about Athena and the rest of the girls. Frey decides to show her true personality and tells MC to try and do so too. As they fight, MC reveals what's been tormenting him. He wants to be the protector, not the protected. He doesn't want to always be the little brother. As they confront each other on an imaginary shallow lake, he finally reckons with his own insecurities and desires and comes to the realization that, even though he wants to be there for them as a real man, he's scared that doing so will damage the relationship he has with the girls and maybe even make them hate him. This is why he felt so depressed when Athena had to protect him from the guys or when he was unable to save Staya himself. Frey hugs him, apologizing for pushing him so far, but she's proud of him and he's grateful for what she did for him. As the two leave the cosplay center, he admits even though he's not brave or determined enough to become the man he wants to be, he's still going to try his best and be honest about his feelings from now on. The 45th annual Seiken Festival commences, hosted at the Girls' University. MC and Staya show up to attend. Frey runs over to greet them. She's a member of the festival's executive committee and offers to show them around since she knows the best places. They first go to a shady-looking tent on the outskirts of the grounds. Surely not suspicious at all. A witch inside offers them elixirs that cannot be acquired anywhere else. It's Mineru. She shows off some aphrodisiacs, but before anything can happen, a few festival representatives rush in to stop the illegal chemicals deal from going through. Mineru packs up in an instant and runs off with the representatives in hot pursuit. As they pass by, a bottle slips into MC's pocket, but he doesn't seem to notice. Next off is a classified meeting of individuals trying to find a suspicious, powerful creature. This is, of course, Serene. The organization claims that she's an alien or perhaps some being from an urban legend. The doors slam open. An organization member bursts in, stating that Serene has been spotted. If they find her, they might dissect her. Oh no! MC, Frey, and Staya search for her, but as they step outside, the refreshment area has been filled with a pink haze and tons of people engaging in public displays of extreme affection. The source? An empty bottle on the ground. It's one of Mineru's aphrodisiacs. An organization member finds MC familiar and goes to check him out. She's one of the girls he ran into on his escapade into their university. Free pulls out a wig out of nowhere and plops it onto his head. The organization girl recognizes him immediately. But why did Frey have it? For an emergency, or rather because she really liked the female version of him. The other girls in the courtyard notice him and swarm him. Staya tries to stop that, but the girls look at her and all think she's really cute. They tackle her, and in the scuffle, her clothes get ripped off. MC himself even gets his pants pulled down by an organization member. Just then, Serene appears. She calls down an orbital bombardment, and a beam of light shoots down from the skies, knocking everyone out of their trance. Speaking of knocked, Serene immediately falls flat onto her face, drained. MC takes her to the nurse's office and offers her a snack. He's told it'd only be a temporary solution and the only truly effective method is physical contact. A kiss? Guys, take notes. That's pickup line material. So it turns out Serene has been doing some naughty stuff with the other girls in the dorm at night, but they're not here, so it's MC's turn. Frey to the rescue with a swirly-looking candy. But what's this? Athena in a maid outfit. She's helping out at the maid cafe to learn to interact with other guys. The moment she steps out, everyone's looking at her. How cute! Someone enters and she goes to welcome them. It's MC and gang. Athena blushes and nearly has a nosebleed. Frey notices that Staya is looking intently at the maid's outfits. As Athena is bringing some dishes around, she trips and falls melon first into MC. Staya catches the platter while MC catches her mounds with his face. Athena blushes as she apologizes for her clumsiness. Later, a few guys compliment her and ask if she wants to head around the festival with them when she's free. She starts to freak out and MC is about to help until he is stopped by Frey. It looks like Athena is fine now, and she politely declines their offer. She's gotten much better at talking to guys. We love to see that character development, almost as much as we love our shy maids. Afterward, it's shown that Athena has been trying to get better for MC's sake. Her friend says that she should spend more time with MC, but Athena says she's got work to do. Chekhov's gun fires. Frey barges in with Staya. The tsundere maid shall take her place. Athena and MC go to enjoy the festival together, with her still in a maid uniform. They go to a cross-dressing competition, which Korea is judging. She's extremely popular and the crowd goes wild for her. In the craze, MC feels a bit thirsty and goes to drink some water from his bag. But he instead pulls out a bottle that Mineru gave him. It's labeled, "Show your true colors." Oh. After the competition, they meet with Korea, who gives them a ticket to a maze. Unable to control himself, MC immediately shouts that he wants to go. He's fired up. It's a horror maze, and when something scary appears, MC jumps out, shouting that he'll defend everyone. He's enjoying himself for once. The girls notice that something's different about him. Athena says that she wishes he'd show his true self more often. Then Korea joins MC, saying she's scared and that she wants the two of them to work together to make it out of the maze. Athena sees this and immediately runs over, taking MC's hand and placing it on her chest. She also wants to be with him. The lights go off and the trio trip. MC finds himself on top of the two girls, a melon in each hand. Afterward, MC goes to see Mineru, who reveals that the thing he drank was just a placebo. In other words, it was just water. MC had been acting like that of his own free will. Oh no! Frey asks Korea and Athena about what happened, but they fiercely deny everything. They go to see how Staya is doing as a maid, to see her standing on a customer's head. She's scolding him for daring to touch her. And to everyone's surprise, he likes it. That's not a tsundere maid, that's royalty. As they're relaxing, trouble joins them. Serene runs into the room, chased by organization members. Mineru quickly throws down a few of her vials, causing pink gas to flood the area. More aphrodisiac. Many of the girls spot Korea and chase after her. Chaos everywhere. Thus, a festival day ends. A while later, it's Christmas time. Korea's family runs a dojo, and they want to hold a Christmas party for the kids in training. Her family's out of town and wants Korea to host it. Athena and MC offer to help out. In the morning, Athena decides to shower and gets out just in time for MC to enter. He's cleaning the house and didn't expect her to be there. She's completely bare and understandably freaks out. As she rushes past, she slips and lands onto MC, straddling him. A major nosebleed ensues and she's out of commission. It's just Korea and MC going shopping now, or maybe it's a date. Korea blushes as Mineru teases her and punches out the door. Who needs an icebreaker when you can just break the door instead? They rush out of the house. First stop, they need snacks. Then they look for presents for the kids. A couple passes by, talking about their date. As Korea notices the similarities, she blushes and smiles. The pair wander the shopping center, looking at various presents and the massive Christmas tree in the middle. There are tons of couples around. Korea scooches next to MC, her face flushed. They next go and have a nice non-alcoholic drink outside. Korea enjoys this until some girls call MC her little brother. This makes her think about her relationship with MC. She's a bit jealous of Athena. She doesn't know what he is to her, a little brother, or something else. They're finishing up shopping when they start talking about dressing up as Santa. Korea imagines herself in a rather comedic Santa outfit, while NC begins to think about a very hot Santa Korea. He thinks Frey has had a bad influence. Korea considers dressing like a traditional Santa, while MC tells her she doesn't always have to act like a guy and that he thinks she should try a more feminine outfit sometime. They decide to ask Frey instead. She's immediately on board with being their designer and begins to take their measurements, removing Korea's clothes in front of MC. The absolute madman tries to keep his eyes shut, but as Frey is talking very lewdly, he begins to panic and flees. The next morning, the day of the party, almost like deja vu, MC stumbles upon Athena changing. She once again has a massive nosebleed and can't go with them to the dojo. However, Serene shows up and Korea quickly bribes her with snacks to come with them. The group then heads out to the dojo. There, the little trainee kids are waiting. They welcome Korea back, and she introduces them to MC and Serene. However, the kids think they are rookie trainees and drag them off to join them at their practice. Korea teaches the kids, then gets MC to join and proceeds to slam him into the ground. During her turn, Serene's robe almost slips off and MC quickly covers her. That evening, MC shows up with gifts, dressed as a reindeer. He's made good kid badges for the kids to wear, but they aren't really interested. A bit dejected, he spots a little girl sitting off to the side. She looks down and is sitting alone in the corner. She's the worst in the class and thinks she won't get any presents because she isn't a good kid. She's also too nervous and scared to play with the other kids. MC comforts her, telling her about his similar struggles and offers her a good kid badge. They're for those who tried their hardest. He tells her that as long as she's tried, Santa will come for her, just like Athena had done so for him. The other kids see this and also want the badges, thanking him for his hard work in making them. That night, Santa Korea and Elf Serene join them. The kids ask where they got the costumes from, and Korea tells them that it was made by a friend. Korea shyly asks MC if he likes it, to which he replies that it's cute. One of the kids notices Korea is wearing a skirt, which is unlike her. He grabs the skirt and reveals that she's only wearing panties underneath. She punches him into the sky, showing that, yes, she's still Korea. Note, we do not endorse child abuse. Later, Serene rides reindeer MC, but he realizes that she isn't wearing panties at all. She tells him that her holy robes are perfect and lose their significance if there's anything else underneath. Why can't my own partner be like that? Nevertheless, everyone can see the peaks of Serene's melons and her behind, which causes MC to rush off to try and salvage the situation. Later, MC gives Korea a hair clip to thank her for her hard work. She blushes and moves closer to him. As they look into each other's eyes, their lips inches apart, Serene shows up with a snack, causing Korea to spring away. They sit on the porch, watching as it starts to snow. Having returned from the Christmas party at the dojo, it's still winter and the dorm remains quite cold. Free and Mineru reveal that they've bought a kotatsu. For those that don't know, it's essentially a small table with a heated area underneath. The group immediately gathers around, with a bit of scuffling for who gets to sit next to MC. Lucky fella, Athena doesn't get to sit next to MC and she pouts. The girls begin to mess around, touching each other with their feet. A game of footsie begins and there's an utter mess. The girls start to tickle each other between their legs, and Frey leans back, quivering, letting out a Lisa tear moan. They all remark on how cozy it is. MC talks about how he's always wanted to hang out with family around a kotatsu. Korea then talks about how she'd watch his younger siblings do their homework at their kotatsu and how they'd fall asleep when they got bored. Athena imagines herself and MC doing homework together and is about to offer to study with him when our mad lad MC decides to invite Staya over. She initially declines, saying that it'd be too hot. However, seeing how disappointed he is, Staya eventually agrees to go with him on the condition that there's ice cream. At their house, they see that nobody's there, perfect for doing homework. Athena is out buying yarn and materials for something she's making. Back at the house, MC is freezing a bit because he's been keeping the kotatsu off. Staya tells him to turn it on if he's cold, and he apologizes. He does so, but spots her panties underneath the table and freaks out. After some enjoyable homework time, words I never thought I'd say, MC finds himself drifting off. Totally relatable. It's really warm, and Stay has long since fallen asleep. The mighty Kotatsu is way too strong. The pair are sleeping there together. Suddenly, Stay wakes up at how warm it is. She is about to wake MC up, but blushes and stops when she realizes that he's still asleep. She checks on his homework and sees that he hasn't gotten any further. He's always sucked at math. She takes his paper and starts to do some of it for him. Just then, MC stretches and his foot ends up between her legs. Well, he's quite an explorer, isn't he? Checking out her ravine. She squirms and whimpers a little, begging for him to stop, but evidently enjoying it a little, as her eyes soften and she leans back, the ride at its climax. Oh, Athena's there. Embarrassed tsundere mode on. She flips the table onto MC. Later, the other girls return and stumble upon MC, who's been banned from the Kotatsu for his crimes. Hey, let the man sleep. That evening, Athena is trying to figure out how to knit something. She spots Free heading out for a cosplay event, while MC is sweeping the porch. Free asks if MC is going to do some winter cleaning and asks him to clean her room. Just like my college advisor, it's not bad, she said. And just like my advisor, she was lying. Nah, her room was so messy it looked like Coachella swept through. Athena offers to help him clean, and he offers to check out her room, but she declines. She's been working on something secret for him. There's a bang from Serene's room, and the door begins to bulge outwards. They rush outside and see Serene hanging from the window. It turns out her door was jammed, so she went to use the window instead. Did you know? MC's face is a magnet. Why? Because every time a girl moves, they get drawn to his face. Serene lands on him. Afterward, they go to Serene's door, and it's evident there's probably tons of garbage behind it. Staya shows up to check out their dorm to make sure MC isn't getting into anything, and MC instead gets her into cleaning. Uno reverse card success. She said she's not happy about helping, and Athena is pouting again. She already said she'd help. So why is more competition, help, showing up? As they're going through Frey's stuff, MC finds a lot of the cosplay costumes they used. Then he pulls out some of Frey's absurdly provocative underwear. Staya sees this and looks like she's about to slap him to the moon One Punch Man style, but actually just feels bad for him, thinking Frey made him wear that. They next tackle Mineru's room, and there's nobody inside. They enter and find a strange door, which MC opens. It leads to a decontamination chamber, which activates. Turns out Mineru forgot to turn it off. The place is really clean, so they go back to Serene's room. She's standing guard outside and declares that nobody shall pass unless she's defeated Dark Souls style. Too bad the group knows all the glitches in the game. A snack bribe later, the group skipped the boss fight and opened her doors. Out comes a stream of clutter. It's like a hoarder's house. They find a bunch of strange objects inside, but also small gifts she has prepared for the girls and MC. She's grateful for how they treated her despite how weird she is. Mineru promptly gets drunk off of the sake Serene had prepared for her. As MC and Staya clean out Serene's room, Mineru, Serene, and Athena get drunk to the point of feeling sick and pile up all over him. Athena begins to pout and complain about not getting enough attention, before pushing him down and falling asleep on his chest. Naturally, Staya shows up and nails MC into the wall. After clearing out the rooms, MC is standing outside, doing some sweeping, while Athena keeps working on a certain project. The group talks about their plans over the holidays. MC shows signs of being ill as he spills some soup. Mineru is staying to work on a project, while Korea says she's staying because she doesn't want to end up stuck, looking after her youngest sibling. Serene is way too exhausted, so doesn't want to move anywhere. Athena, meanwhile, just wants to stay here. MC is excited because he gets to spend New Year with friends. It gives him a warm and fuzzy feeling. He wants to relax and celebrate New Year with everyone. He sneezes again. The group resolves to make this the best New Year together. Mineru provides the funds from a suspiciously designed piggy bank. While he prepares to go on a shopping trip, MC asks Athena to join him, but she wants to finish something special. Korea goes with him instead. She notices he's acting a bit off and asks if he's alright. As MC picks out some meal components, he stops and suddenly falls over. Athena's just finishing her surprise when Korea rushes home with an incapacitated MC. Free hears too and charges in, burying him in her melons. She really likes smothering him, the lucky guy. Mineru checks his temperature, and it's evident that he's got a bad cold. The girls have a conference about what they should do to care for MC. Let's hear what they have to say. Free wants to cosplay as a nurse, or rather a scantily clad one. Athena shuts her down for trying to turn the place into a street club. Kiria decides to crush fruits into a smoothie for him, using just her hands. She's about to attack a durian, but they're interrupted by Staya charging into MC's room, shaking him as she tries to figure out what's wrong with him. She's insanely worried. She's scared that he's going to disappear and leave her alone again, just like he did when the fire happened. He tells her about the fever, and she uses her own forehead to measure his temperature. The heat causes her to collapse onto him. Athena and Mineru show up to check, but they surprisingly don't overreact, and Athena doesn't even think something weird is happening. Talk about breaking the trope, and talking about keeping the trope, MC turns over to find that Frey has snuck into his futon, and she begins to play with him using her melons. Athena's radar catches her, and she quickly rushes in. Kiria also follows, with some suspicious drink in hand. However, she trips and the drink goes flying toward MC. Athena knocks it out of the way, only for it to end up on her head instead. She looks down and her melons are now on MC's head. Later, MC has a nightmare where he's in his family's house again. Smoke fills the air as it begins to burn down all over again. He awakes with a start. His fever has gone down a little and he leaves his room. Outside, he runs into Kiria, who offers to put his pajamas in the washing machine. She's about to take off his underwear too, but stops flustered when she sees a certain thing. MC sprints off to take a bath and is greeted by Frey and Serene, who are dressed in revealing kimonos. They snatch him and begin to very sensually clean him using their own bodies. Meanwhile, in the washing room, Kiria takes a sniff at MC's clothes. MC manages to escape the baths and runs into Kiria, who has annihilated his clothes in her panic. In the kitchen, Athena is making some stew for dinner, but it turns out Serene has already consumed all the eggs. Mineru offers them a serum that'll supposedly obliterate any virus. Athena is scared it'll obliterate MC too. As MC enters the kitchen for a warm drink, the girls accidentally spill the drink into the stew. An explosion occurs, and the only thing obliterated is the girls' clothes. MC passes out on the spot. Shame. That evening, the girls sit around MC's futon, discussing what they should do to help. They decide that if he hasn't gotten better by the next day, they'll take him to the hospital. Athena volunteers to watch over MC all night long. Other girls tell her to make sure to take care of herself too. She stays by his side all night long, applying cool wet clothes to his forehead and changing his shirt once in a while. Kiria drops by to help with the laundry. The other girls are unable to sleep, worried about MC's condition. In his delirium, he calls her name several times. She tells him she's not going anywhere and holds his hand. She thinks about what he's done for her. The day they met, where she ran away after hearing that he was going to be their dorm mother. She's grown to trust him and to appreciate how he'd try and defend her. She felt safe with him. Even though there were embarrassing moments, they laughed together and enjoyed their time. It's all because of him. She tells him that she's so glad she went and found him on the bench and that he's agreed to be the dorm mother. She tells him there's a lot of stuff she hasn't told him yet, and she wants to spend more time with him, chatting with him, laughing with him, getting mad at him, and crying with him. She wants him to get better soon. The next morning, MC feels better, and Athena is sleeping beside him, having looked after him most of the night. She wakes up a little later. His fever is gone. It's a bright, happy day. MC once again steps out to do some sweeping, dressed up and warm. Athena comes out and brings him what she's been working on all this time, a pair of gloves. She's been learning to knit and made them over the past few days. They still need to buy food for the upcoming holiday, and Athena offers to go with him. But not so fast. This is a harem after all. Free, Mineru, Kiria, and Serene all show up, and even Staya comes over to check on MC. They all go together and lives happily ever after, the end of the story. Thank you all for watching until the end. It was one of my favorite shows, so I really had fun posting it. I also appreciate all your great comments, as this keeps us going despite all the obstacles.